Okay, so what we have done in our last class, Charu and Akriti,
Yes, ma'am.
what we have done in our last class, what we have studied in our last class. Answer me. Last class में क्या पढ़ा था? What were the topics we have studied in the last class? Akriti and Charu,
Ma'am, we were studying about the rooms of Odin वगैरह.
studying about the we were studying about the ancient Greek houses. Do you people remember that?
Yes, ma'am.
So what were the parts?
मैम कल आपने मैम बाथरूम का वो रूम्स के वगैरह में बताया था
And
मैम एंड मतलब मेंस का एरिया अलग था एंड फीमेल्स का एरिया अलग था.
what else? आकृति,
Yes, ma'am.
हाँ क्या पढ़ा था लास्ट क्लास में?
मैम ग्रीक के बारे में पढ़ा था, जो कल आपने बताया था कि सेपरेट रूम्स होते हैं.
ये तो बता दिया चारू ने. और आर यू पीपल नॉट मेकिंग योर नोट्स?
मैम
मैम आज से मैम नोट्स क्योंकि आर्ट बुक नहीं थी तो मैम कल लेके आएंगे.
ओके, तो एटलीस्ट रफ में लिखो.
ओके मैम.
ठीक है, बट एटलीस्ट जॉट डाउन द पॉइंट्स विच वी आर स्टडिंग. ठीक है. So today we'll be
ओके
studying
मैम.
about the furniture. Okay, just a minute. Okay, can you people see the presentation?
Yes, ma'am.
यस मैम.
Okay, so basically, the Greeks were influenced by Egyptians and they copied their furniture style. But what they have done, they have like the Greek furniture has emphasis on the comfort, and they were soft. Their edges were round, and has made curves and educate the human body requirement for more, which was more than the Egyptian furniture. So basically, maybe Egyptian furniture were not that comfortable and has like edges. So these Greek people, what they have done, they have softened the edges and were like obviously they were influenced by the Egyptian style, but they have added some comfort and they have smoothened the edges. So the early Greek furniture was largely influenced from the furniture crafted by the Egyptians, and unlike Egypt, Greece had enough timber for furniture making. So basically, what they have done, because as they were like much wealthier. They have precious metals like gold, bronze, and have like their furniture were therefore very lavished. The Greeks took time to configure some complicated design of furniture, and this made their technology in furniture outstanding. For example, the ancient Greek couches. Akriti, mute yourself, please. So what they have done that they use these Greek couches, which were used for resting as well as for eating. So it was constructed with horizontal reclining areas at the table height, and they don't have that low. Sorry, they don't. They were not so high. They were low and were reclined. So there was an inclination for the rest. The headrest was often curved to support the pillow, and there was no footrest were used because they had a low seating, so they don't use like a different footrest for that. And their stools were built in a variety of configurations, and the legs were mostly built in trumpet from a form of sorry in a trumpet form or a regular rectangular design based on the columnar form. There were folding stools with X-shaped legs and stationary stools with straight legs, which were made. So, what was the style? The Greek furniture style was simple, elegant, and tasteful. Carving and inlays were used. Furniture was not over decorated. Houses were not cluttered with much furniture, and household items were made um, and houses sorry and household items were made for the use and comfort rather than decoration. Just a minute. Okay, so the Greek loves the beauty of art and extended it to the furniture design, and the few simple items of furniture in early Greek household were often work of like had a work of art in their own right. Oak, maple, beech, citrus, and willow were the main woods which did not require any veneering technique. Marble and bronze were used in conjunction with or to replace wood, and laid ivory, ebony, and some precious stones were lavished on the finest wooden pieces, which sometimes had feet of silver. So the carved and painted decoration was almost commonplace in this rich market. Seats were fitted with perfumed and brightly colored cushions. So there were elegant interior with marble columns, stucco ceiling, and mosaic floors, and portrayed in frescoes and marble carving. So guys, we have read about frescoes. We have studied frescoes in our last semester. So what are frescoes? Someone please answer me, what are frescoes? Answer me, what are frescoes? Guys, am I audible to you? Akriti, Charu, and Stuti, what are frescoes? नहीं आता है तो बताओ कि नहीं आता है so that I can tell you what is fresco.
मैम याद नहीं है मैम, एक बार आप और रिपीट कर दीजिए।
So frescoes are the paintings. It's a method of painting frescoes which Romans were mainly using. and they use watercolor on wet plaster on a wall or a ceiling. So what it have like the color used to penetrate in the plaster and it fixed and it was dried. Did you understand that? गीले प्लास्टर पे कलर से पेंटिंग करते थे एंड इट यूज टू लाइक प्लास्टर यूज टू एब्जॉर्ब द कलर और फिर जब ड्राई हो जाता था तो इट लाइक द पेंटिंग वाज क्रिएटेड दैट वे.
Okay, ma'am.
Next time just do remember, write down that you have to study about these terms. So the early kind of ancient Greek furniture were predominantly influenced by Egyptian furniture. The characteristics of this early furniture was a stiff, rectangular, and unflattering shape. The Greek furniture was typically constructed out of wood, though it might also be made of stone or metal such as bronze, iron, gold, and silver. So the main type of furniture was used was stools, couches, chest, table, and chairs. So there are three types of stool, and the first one is a bathron. So the bathron looks more like what like today we considered as a small table, and the typical stool consists of flat top and four straight legs. There was no back support and the bottom was hard and uncompromising. You can see this, if you can see, there's a stool on which a lady is sitting. It's like a small table, and the other one in which a man is sitting. So that is a bathron. The next one is called Deforus Ocladius, which is a X-frame style stool. The X stool, also known as Deforus Ocladius, was easily movable. It consists of three animal legs pointed inward and ending with lion's paws. These were these were used both indoors and outdoors. And when the masters went out to stroll in the streets, the Diphorus ocladius or the extreme style stools was carried by the servant so that it would be ready immediately whenever the master needs it and wish to rest while they are out. Okay. Some of these were greatly decorated and used as a backless throne outdoor in similar manner. X-frame stool enjoyed both popular and official status, the straight-legged version being used by the magistrates. The third one is thronos or the throne. So the thronos or the throne was a type of a stool known only to the wealthy. The thronus was ornately decorated and was often time linen with precious stone. Lined with precious stone. The throne chair was always reserved for the use of the most important person present. Often, a god was depicted on the throne, which was carved by Ram's head at the end of the arms, or whose back was shaped like a snake or a horse head. The footstool, which was used to access to the couch and other high furniture, was known as the thime. So as this was very high, like high stool, or you can say the throne, the height of the throne, the seating area was so high that they used a footstool, which was known as thimes. In this picture, you can, if you can see, This is the throne, but this is the footstool. Like it is like a stepper. Okay. Then comes the couches. Someone read it out. Akriti, Stuti,
Yes, ma'am.
Akriti, read this out.
Couches of ancient Greek were combination of bed and sofas. This type of furniture called a clint was made for sleeping as well
As well as dining.
as dining. During meals, Greek dinners would be lie down rather than sit to eat. The Greek tends to recline rather than sit or originated in the 6th century.
Hmm.
मागे
हाँ,
Greek
further on.
couches were similar to those of
Similar to those of Egyptians, except for the two differences.
two differences.
Yeah, what were the
These
differences? Read it out,
two
Akriti.
different
They stood higher.
they stood higher off the ground so much that a footstool was sometimes used as a mean of access, and second there was a headboard but no footboard.
Foot.
Height the height second the height allowed for easier access to table and also allowed rooms beneath beneath to fit
To fit.
tables. The headboard was used as a mean of back support while eating.
Yeah. So these are the clins, and the second figure you can see, which is a decoration of a clin. It's a like a horse or a dragon shape of a face. Okay. So Greek followed the Eastern tradition of lying down and eat. The couches known as clin had a headboard that could be used as a backrest while sitting and were elegantly upholstered. They were made entirely of wood, but often had bronze legs cast in animal styles. The clients were placed around the walls, and a small table was placed next to them to hold the food and the drinks. The clients were placed, the clients from clinos, which is cause to lean, from which also the word clinic and clinical is derived, that one which on reclines. It was made of wood and bronze and often richly ornated, adorned, sorry. Then comes the chest. So what were the chest? The various type and sizes of chests were used for storage. These usually had gable lid and some painted with flowers and figures or elaborately decorated with inlay and bronze or silver mounts. Stuti, read the next part. Stuti, okay, I think she has some trouble with the network. Chests were prized piece of furniture and would often be passed down from one generation to another. Chests were originally made similar to those of the Egyptian style, and they took on their own style. Chests were the only means of storage clothing because shelves were generally not used for that purpose. Jewelry, valuables, and fruits were hidden outside the clothing for protection. Chests were also often valued enough to be the part of a wife's dowry into use in the Hellenistic period. Chairs. So the first one, the chair is klezmos. Prior to the invention of these types of chair known as klezmos by the Greeks in the 5th century BC, chair were the same as those of Egypt and Persia. The chairs had hard, stiff back and arms. Even the people depicted in the painting and friezes sitting on these type of chair looked to be uncomfortable. The klezmos was an entirely new type of chair designed by the Greek. Its smooth and flowing shape inspired culture of the Middle Ages and the early 19th century to revive the concept. The klezmos, used principally by the women, was made with delicately carved back and legs. Rather than being designed to be comfortable, these chairs of the 6th and the 7th century BC were purely ceremonial in nature. The 5th century BC brought along a new era in the Greek chair and furniture. These features allowed the sitters to be a freer and more natural position. The back of these chairs, referred to as tiles, were were designed to the curvature of the back for the comfort and extended to the shoulders. The klezmos, like most of other furniture, was made in wood and not ornately decorated. In order to increase the comfort, cushion and animal skins were usually placed on the klezmos. By Hellenistic time, the general shape of the structure of the klezmos had already started to change. Chair once again became heavier and more rigid. The general concept of comfort over ceremony has luckily survived through these changes, so that a piece of furniture from 2500 years ago does not seem at all strange today. Then comes the table. A common wood type table was rectangular and stood on three legs. There were two legs at one end and the third being the center of the other end. The Greeks had one set item to be placed upon their table, food. The ancient Greeks did not use tables as place to their at places to set up trinkets or valuables, but merely used them in their most basic purposes. Tables were low and mostly movable, credences and drinking tables being often three legs and made of bronze. Most ancient tables were made with three rather than four to create a better sense of balance. These tables could be made of bronze or marble, but typically of wood. This type of table was the most common up until the 4th century BC, when square top tables were replaced by round tops. So you people know what you have to do now. You have this full like idea of what the houses was like in the Greece, in ancient Greece, and what were their furniture in ancient Greece. So I would like you people to continue, like in the next class, submit this assignment. Okay.